The second focus on the data analysis framework asks, what are the trends in student performance over time? From this focus, we can ask 4 increasingly specific questions. First, what do trends look like by grade level? Second, how do district trends compare with state trends? Third, how do trends compare with other similar districts in the state? And fourth, do particular cohorts perform above or below the average? To answer these questions, we are going to want to analyze some cohort data. Remember that the cohort charts show data for the same students who were, for example, 7th graders in 2009, 6th graders in 2008, 5th graders in 2007, and 4th graders in 2006. By looking at roughly the same students year after year, we are able to account for changes over time due to individual student factors, therefore more accurately isolating real differences in teaching and learning. Let's take a look at the 7th grade math cohort to see how these students compare to the Arkansas state averages. In choosing to look at cohort data, it's almost as if we are creating a sort of controlled experiment where individual student factors are accounted for, and therefore differences in performance must be attributed to something about teaching and learning. In Quick Looks, I'm going to click on the Districts and Schools Scale Score Student Growth Percentile and Proficiency link at the top left of the page, and then I'm going to choose Bald Knob as the district and 7th grade math cohort as the course. As you can see in the chart on the left, the scores for the Bald Knob district, the blue bars, are pretty well aligned with the Arkansas scores, the red diamonds, from the time that these students were 3rd graders in 2006, all the way through their time as 7th graders in 2010. When we turn our attention to the chart on the right, however, looking at their growth, we notice more variation. When these students were 3rd graders in 2006, their growth was just about the same as that of Arkansas as a whole, 50%. In 2008 to 2010, when these students advanced through 5th, 6th, and 7th grades, their growth began to surpass the Arkansas growth percentage, with the largest jump being in 2010. Also, notice the drop in growth during the 2007 school year when these students were in the 4th grade. While the Arkansas growth was in the 50th percentile, Bald Knob's growth was significantly lower, in the 31st percentile. If this were data for your district, you would want to delve deeper into analysis of this deviation of the trend in student performance to determine not only what could possibly account for the higher than average growth in years 2008 through 2010, but also for the deviation of significantly lower than average growth in 2007. If you scroll down on this page, you can also view the same data broken down into ethnicity and socioeconomic status subpopulations, as well as data for proficient students alone, both of which may aid in your analysis as you answer the questions of what the trends in student performance are over time. Now open Handout 8.1 as well as the Quick Looks website in a new browser window. You may also find it helpful to reference Handout 5.1 for reminders of how to navigate the Quick Looks site. Follow the directions provided in Handout 8.1, choosing your district and a course that is relevant to your work. The first 2 pages of Handout 8.1 contain instructions for how to import an image from the Quick Looks website and examples of how to make corresponding data statements and summaries, information which you will use to complete Handout 8.1. Query data for different grade levels and subject areas available in the drop-down menu so that you will have sufficient data from which to draw conclusions about teaching and learning. As you look at the charts for your district, look for areas for improvement, areas you are doing well, and anything that is unexpected. Think about additional data that might be necessary to determine possible causes for any unexpected changes. Now, pause this presentation and complete Handout 8.1. When you are finished, save and print your work and return to this presentation window, where you will be guided to continue on to Lesson 9. You have now completed Lesson 8. You are ready to begin Lesson 9, Data Analysis, Major Focus Number 3.